Hi guys, welcome to another video from Little Too Simple. If you are a female in your late 20s or early 30s at the time of the release of this video in August 2025, then the odds are that you played with the Barbie doll at some point in your childhood, and you might have observed that a lot of little girls today do not play with Barbie dolls, and in some cases, don't play with any doll at all. Thanks to smartphones, of course. But are smartphones and video games the sole reason for the ever-decreasing popularity of this famous doll? Or are there other reasons too? And can Mattel, the parent company that owns the Barbie brand and manufactures Barbie dolls, do anything to make Barbie the most popular doll in the market again? Well, continue watching this video to find out. Mattel launched the Barbie doll in 1959, and unlike most dolls of that time, Mattel didn't just launch a doll. Instead, Mattel treated Barbie more like a person and gave her a full name. The doll also came with a complete backstory, which was both engaging and extremely relevant for that time. Barbie's full name was, and still is, Barbara Millicent Roberts, and she hails from the fictional town of Willows, Wisconsin. And Mattel didn't just stop there. Barbie's backstory had all the elements of human life, ranging from basic necessities such as food, clothing, and shelter to elements such as education, career, and even a boyfriend. This detailed and fantastic backstory, combined with Mattel's brilliant marketing strategy of positioning Barbie as the epitome of beauty and femininity, quickly turned Barbie into an instant sensation and made her a staple in many little girls' toy collections. Mattel did everything in their power to position Barbie as the ultimate role model for young girls. Barbie was depicted as the perfect woman who had it all, looks to kill for, with blonde hair, blue eyes, and a slim, curvy figure. She had a glamorous career, a dream house, and a devoted boyfriend named Ken. Thanks to this perfect positioning, since its debut in 1959, over 1 billion Barbie dolls have been sold worldwide. That's about 3 dolls sold every second. By this point, you might be full of praise for the marketing genius of Mattel and how they created a perfect recipe for success that could never fail. But you might be surprised to know that each and every factor and action that initially made the Barbie doll a huge success are the same reasons for the continuous decline in its popularity and sales today. Wondering how? Even we were. And once we found the answer, it literally shocked us, and it motivated us to make this video. Barbie was launched in 1959, and at that time, she was designed based on what society believed a perfect woman looked like. Barbie was an instant success because she was aligned with society's perception of a perfect woman at the time. But the problem with building products around society's perception is that perceptions change over time. Mattel got really lucky for more than 3 decades because, despite what a lot of progressive thinkers might have wanted, society's perception of the perfect woman didn't change for over 30 years after Barbie's launch. And during this time, Mattel experienced nothing but success. But sooner or later, people changed, and so did societies. Barbie's downfall began as soon as society progressed and started valuing women for more than just their looks, which completely redefined who a perfect woman is. And as you might have already understood by now, Barbie dolls definitely do not represent the perfect woman of today, which made sure that its downfall was more or less inevitable. What's interesting is that the seed of Barbie's downfall was actually sown by Mattel themselves through their failed attempts to reposition Barbie in line with society's changing views on women. For instance, in 1997, Mattel released a version of Barbie who was a computer engineer, complete with a pink laptop and a book called Barbie, I Can Be a Computer Engineer. However, the book received backlash for portraying Barbie as incompetent, relying on male colleagues to fix her mistakes. If you thought Mattel learned from this mistake and avoided such blunders going forward, then think again, because this was just the beginning of a roll downhill for Barbie and Mattel. Pun intended. Over the years, Barbie has faced numerous controversies, ranging from body image concerns to accusations of perpetuating harmful gender stereotypes. For example, many critics argue that Barbie's unrealistic body proportions promote an unhealthy and unrealistic beauty standard. In recent years, Barbie has also faced criticism for a lack of diversity. Many people have pointed out that the vast majority of Barbie dolls have traditionally been white and blonde, sending a message to young girls that this is the ideal look to aspire to. The controversies surrounding Barbie have had a significant impact on sales. In 2017, Mattel reported a 13% drop in Barbie sales, attributed in part to changing societal attitudes towards gender roles and body image. As more parents became aware of the potential negative effects of the brand on their children, they started turning to other toy brands that offer more diverse and inclusive options. In response to the criticism, Mattel has made some changes to Barbie's design, such as introducing dolls with different skin tones and body shapes. For example, in 2016, Mattel introduced a line of Barbie dolls with different body shapes, including curvy, tall, and petite. This was a direct response to criticism about Barbie's unrealistic body proportions. Mattel has also tried to promote more diverse and inclusive messaging in its marketing campaigns. In 2019, for example, they launched a new ad campaign that featured a range of children playing with Barbie dolls, including girls with disabilities and even boys. However, many argue that these changes have not gone far enough to address the root issues. Some critics argue that even the new dolls still conform to narrow beauty standards, and that Barbie's messaging still reinforces traditional gender roles. Despite Mattel's efforts, many consumers and experts believe that Barbie needs a more significant makeover. This may involve not just physical changes to the doll's appearance, but a complete rethinking of the brand's messaging and values. For example, some have called for Mattel to create a wider range of dolls that reflect different races, ethnicities, and abilities. Others have suggested the company should focus on promoting positive messages about self-esteem, body positivity, and gender equality. We would like to inform all the hardcore Barbie fans out there that we are not saying that Barbie is dead or has completely lost her appeal. We know there are still a lot of Barbie enthusiasts out there, and this is evident from how the most expensive Barbie doll ever sold was a one-of-a-kind creation called the Stefano Canturi Barbie, which was auctioned for around $300,000 in 2010. This video is not meant to be an anti-Mattel campaign. In fact, there are Barbie, Hot Wheels, and Uno fans in our very own team. So, we request our viewers to take this video as it is meant to be, an objective discussion, and not read into it any unintended message. Ultimately, the goal should be to create a world where all children can see themselves represented in the toys they play with, regardless of race, gender, or ability. By working together, we can help create a more inclusive and empowering world for future generations. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.